Hi you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you love a bold lip and a smoked out liner and you want to see how I created this look, stay tuned. I'm starting with the fresh base and I need to prime my skin. So the first thing I'm going to use is this moisturizer from Embryalis. I believe I'm pronouncing it right, but I feel like I can never really pronounce it. And it's really good for all skin types. So even though I have oily skin, this is perfect for me because it's not too heavy and it's not too oily. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. This actually smells really good. And don't forget to take this under your eyes as well with your ring finger just to make sure that your under eyes are also moisturized. And just a little tip, sometimes eye creams under makeup can actually react with the makeup in a negative way and cause creasing and cause other kinds of reactions with the makeup. Especially when you're going to an event, do all your masks and your skincare the night before, so the morning of you have a fresh face and you don't have any extra products on your skin. The next product I'm going to use is from Touch in Sol and it's called No Pore Blem Hybrid Primer. I love this primer because it really does minimize the pores, especially around my nose area. You also want to apply most of these products with your ring finger because it has the least amount of pressure and it won't damage your skin. Because I'm not going to have a lot of shadows on my eyes today, I'm going to start with my foundation. Today I'm going to be wearing All Hours Foundation by YSL. I love this foundation. It has sunscreen built in there and it's 24-hour wear. So goes on beautifully. It's so smooth and has full coverage. So I'm just going to start from my jawline. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Armani Luminous Silk Concealer, which is so buildable and so pretty under eyes, doesn't crease. And I can't see the color that I'm using because it rubbed off, but this is a beautiful concealer. For my contour today, I'm going to be using the cream bronzer from Chanel. I'm obsessed with this stuff. The quality and the blendability of this is beyond words. It's so beautiful. It is a little bit of an investment and I do run out quick, but it is so worth it. I mean, you could clearly see how obsessed I am. If you have dry skin, you could just pop this on top of your foundation with your concealer and just pop on some cream blush and call it a day. I'm gonna go into this cream bronzer and I'm actually gonna bronze my eyes a little bit just to give it a shape that's lifting up. So I'm pretending like this is my eyeshadow and I'm just gonna lift my eyes up a little bit. To set my face today, I'm gonna be using a powder from By Terry. This powder is so amazing and every time I put it on someone, they say it smells amazing too. It's a translucent powder and it really minimizes your pores. I mean, it's like magic. When you put it on your face, all of a sudden your pores look so much smaller. So if you have that problem, this is the powder for you. So I'm gonna place a little bit of it in my palm, grab a brush, and lightly start applying it on the under eye area and around the nose. And I'm also gonna go in the lid area and just set that as well while we're at it. This powder is really one of my favorite ones. I don't know about you, but I used to buy a lot of makeup just because I would see people posting it. And when I talk about products now, it's because I've tried everything. I mean, this room I'm sitting in right now is packed with so much makeup. And when I say something is good, I've tried so many different things that I know what's good and what's bad. Some of the things I bought are terrible. I don't even know why people were advertising it. But the things that I really try and I love, those are the only things that I'm gonna share with you guys because there's no point in sharing something that just doesn't work. To set my contour, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Bronzer, and I love this bronzer because it comes in a variety of colors, and the tone again is so pretty. It's not orange, it's not muddy, it's just a beautiful bronzing tone. So this is another one that I really recommend. To create a little bit of more definition under my cheeks, to raise them up a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So before I use the By Terry to set my face. However, if you're gonna pack any kind of powder on your face, under your cheeks, under your eyes, or anything like that, you definitely don't wanna use something that's white because you're gonna get really patchy, and in photos, you're gonna get major flashback. And I'm also setting the bridge of my nose a little bit and going into the sides of my nose to really create that definition I need. So the longer you leave this on, the brighter the area gets. I don't want it to get too bright, so I'm just gonna leave this on for about 30 seconds and then brush it all off. I'm using a compact mini blush from Tarte Cosmetics called Party with like a million A's in there. It's a very pretty, almost muted berry-like mauve tone. And I'm applying this on the upper portion of my cheek above my contour because what this does is actually pull up your face rather than dragging it down. I know we used to put blush right here in the apples of the cheeks. For some looks, that still looks okay, but this way just looks more snatched. For my eyes, I'm gonna dip into my huge palette from Smashbox Cosmetics. It's called Draw In Decked Out Shadow Contour Blush Palette. So it literally has everything in there. It looks like this, and I've never used it, so I'm super excited to see how pigmented the colors are. I'm gonna use a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna dip into Vanilla, which is my first color, and I'm just gonna set my entire eyelid with it to make it really bright. Because we're gonna do a smoked out cat eye, I really want the inner corners of my eyes to be really bright. I dipped into the color Almond, and it's very close to the contour color that I applied earlier on my eye base. So now I'm just blending that in to create more of a crease for my eye. Okay, so time for a winged liner. I'm not gonna be using a gel liner or a liquid eyeliner because I wanna give myself that smoked out look with shadows. So I'm gonna dip into the color Sunrise from this palette, which is a very dark plummy brown tone. Because I have hooded eyes, I'm gonna look straight into a mirror with my eyes open and create the lines on the corners of my eyes before I start smoking them out. So you want to look straight into the mirror and just create that line and take it as far as you want. So for me, I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. So now that I created the lines, I'm gonna come halfway through this line, look down, and now is when you can close your eye and just blend all the way down. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, halfway. Now I'm gonna go into the color Rustic from the same palette with the same brush, but I've wiped it off. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of a lighter tone and start blending that out a little bit. And I'm just gonna grab another fluffy blending brush and just blend that away, so that way it looks smoked out. The lashes I'm gonna use today are from a brand called Prima, and they have beautiful lashes, by the way. This one is called Sunkissed, and it's just so beautiful. For my lip combo today, I'm gonna start off with NYX Lip Pencil in the color Plum. This liquid lipstick from Feral Cosmetics is called Paint Me Pink. And before I apply this on, I'm gonna go ahead with concealer and clean the outlines of my lips because it's looking a little bit messy right now. So I'm gonna take the color and just apply it where I don't have lip liner. And you always wanna make sure to not miss the corners of your mouth. Such a gorgeous color. This is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for all your likes and your subscriptions and comments. So please continue to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel for future videos.